Hi, I'm Joel and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first full video ever, so we'll see how it goes. We're going to talk about 5 mindsets that have really been helpful in my growth as a person. And the first one is to dwell on the positive. This does not necessarily mean that you don't think of the negative, it's just more about developing the habit to focus on the positive. Because when you focus on the positive, your body changes. The way that you process things, the way that you interpret situations is much more growth-oriented. You get a bad grade on a test, or you trip in front of people, and you're like, oh, well, maybe I should study a little bit more. Maybe I should look where I'm going a little bit better. It's not like, oh, I'm a failure. I shouldn't even try to walk. I shouldn't even try to get good grades. It's more about the way that you think about things, the more growth-oriented versus fixed mindset, like Carol Dweck talks about in her book, Mindset. Positive thinking can be an upward spiral, and it can help you further your growth, or it can be a downward spiral where you're constantly telling yourself negative things like, oh, I'll never be good enough, I'll never be smart enough, I'll never do enough to be loved as a person. And those types of thoughts, they're just a constant negativity that really is not going to be beneficial to your life overall. The second mindset is to think about what you can give and not what you can get. I think about the quote from Kennedy where it's like, think not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And that idea has really stuck with me in terms of my interpersonal relationships, because when you're with someone and you are showing interest in them and seeing what value you can provide to the relationship, that's much different than you being like, oh, they have a truck, maybe I can use that when I need to haul some lumber, manure or something. You're not thinking in terms of what can I get from this person. You're trying to provide value, because people can sense when you're that type of person, the leech type of person where you are here to get stuff. So that is not a feeling that you want to give them. Alright, so the next mindset is to pair gratefulness with something difficult. And these two things, they're very powerful, because gratefulness, it restructures the way you think, because you're not always looking at why things happened or why me or those like negative spiral thoughts. You're thinking about it in terms of, oh, what is the positive? So for me, I take cold showers, and when I'm taking my cold showers, then I think of things that I'm grateful for. Thinking of things you're grateful for is not just for around Thanksgiving time. It's a practice that can be beneficial to your whole life, because when you express gratitude, you are able to elevate the way that you think and not simply just constantly think about what can you get in this relationship, what can you get in this situation. The fourth mindset is permit yourself to feel. Many people, especially men, feel that they can't express their emotions because it makes them seem weak, or it makes them seem like not a man. But really, expressing emotions is the healthy and beneficial thing to do. Emotions aren't necessarily bad. I wouldn't label any emotions as bad emotions. They're simply how you're feeling, and to be more mindful of that way, where you're not labeling, oh, I'm feeling angry, this is bad. Get more curious about your emotions. Think about, oh, I'm feeling a little bit angry right now. Why is that? What is going on? What caused me to have this visceral reaction, and what is something that I can do to calm myself down or to respond to this in a more constructive way? Emotion suppression can contribute to early mortality, even death from cancer and those types of things. And the fifth and final mindset is to love yourself unconditionally. This does not mean that you can't improve yourself or you can't be unsatisfied with your current situation overall, but this means that you aren't allowing your current circumstances to dictate your value, and loving yourself unconditionally is a way that you can reinforce that idea. When your self-concept is founded upon unconditional love, you are more motivated to progress instead of working so that you can love yourself. Those were 5 mindsets that have improved my life. Feel free to leave a like down below or a comment if this was helpful for you, or if you'd like to give some feedback. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week.